Today I want to show you how you can make some Neuro bass or dubstep sounds, basses, with basically just having a sine wave, and then you're putting like a lot of different audio effects and distortions on it until it sounds cool. So it's kind of counterintuitive if you're coming from mixing, because in mixing, like, everything has to be perfect and you're turning stuff down and you're not supposed to be clipping and putting multiple saturators after one and each other. But that's kind of a point of this approach, and there's obviously no right or wrong in this approach. Like, it's just a creative process and just like, you really have to want to find new sounds. Yeah, so my process is probably gonna change in the next few months or in the next year or so again, but yeah. So what I usually use is the operator, and I often just put it to this algorithm. So because I just want to put like a second sine wave in it, so maybe, yeah, it sounds fine to me. And I just choose this algorithm because kind of influence the other sine wave, and it's just not the sound I want for it. It really kind of sounds FM-y. So now what I usually do is that I put a pitch envelope in it, and this is how you do it. So this is the sound we're starting with. Maybe put a glide on. Yeah, it sounds. Maybe put it back on. And now what we're just going to do is to put a saturator on it. And so that this is not going to be like too loud, I'm just gonna put like a limiter after it. And now just duplicate the saturator. And now it sounds kind of bad, but that's the whole point of it. And now I'm just kind of experimenting with the settings of it, like, for example, like a sinoid fault curve, pretty much. And what is also cool is the amp from Ableton, and I really like a cleaner blues one, but obviously it's just about experimenting with it. Don't worry about the high ends, we're gonna change that later in the process. Overdrive is also cool. What I'm just doing is now just adding like a lot of distortion to it, to the signal, until it kind of sounds good for me. We could, like, now we could, for example, add also like a little bit of noise to it, and we're gonna use the vocoder. And the normal mode for vocoder is the noise mode, and if you're just putting like the bands down, and now you just have like a little bit of noise to it. That's like the more popular choice is to use erosion. Sorry. That kind of works like that. But I think I kind of like the vocoder mode more right now. Hmm. I'm not happy with this setting right now, I think. Maybe. Yeah, let's change that. Cool. Now you could, for example, put like an OTT on it, which is like a very nice multi-band compressor. Maybe put that behind the amp. Ah, that's cool. Yeah. Nah. So anyway, that's like the basic process of it. But like the idea is right now that now you're having like all of this stuff going on. That if you're doing like little changes, for example, in the operator, as you heard, they will kind of influence the sound really a lot. Like for example, if you're now filtering the sound, you can really feel how much is changing. Maybe. So what is also a cool trick is that you're just taking the vocoder, putting it on modulator mode, putting the bands down, and now you kind of have like a band pass EQ. I think it's just way too much white noise, actually. Maybe put some saturation down. Yeah. Maybe I could also, like what I'm doing now is that I'm just taking like a filter and putting it before the distortion, because when you're doing that, distortion is going to go like way more crazy, because you just, for example, if you're using this one, there's just like a little bit amount of signal that's going into the saturator. I think we should just do this and map the saturation, map the LFO to the filter. And now, don't worry about that. You should hear something cool. And as you hear now, you're getting all of these artifacts out of it. That are kind of cool. And what I often do is that I now just going to re-record the channel, and for example, I just could do like a simple just a few notes, and now I can, for example, re-record that. I can, for example, now re-record that, sorry, and just tweak all of the sounds while I'm recording it so that I'm like getting like a lot of different bass sounds in the end. It's kind of like what I did before, but now I just have like a system that's going to change like a lot when I'm turning specific knobs. So yeah. So yeah, now you can just take this audio clip and kind of sample it again and use it all kind of different sounds. Yeah, so that's the basic idea of it. Well, as I said, there's no right or wrong to it, but I hope that helps your sound design process a little bit, especially about basses. Let me know if you want to see any other tutorials about stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching.